Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma, and I'm going to tell you about this lovely 2019 Infiniti QX50 that we have for sale. This is the essential model with a Sentry package. It is almost completely loaded. There's a few odds and ends it doesn't have, but aside from a tow package and the upgraded quilted white interior, it pretty much has almost every option you can get in 2019. We even have the original build sheet on it. We took this one in on trade. Some of our nicest vehicles coming on trade. We took this one in on trade for a brand new Infiniti. Infiniti has some really nice loyalty deals right now, so current Infiniti owners have a lot of good incentives to trade their current Infinitis in for brand new ones. So we've been taking some nice late model Infinitis in trade, including this one. And it's always good to look at the fine print because an essential all-wheel drive QX50 has a base MSRP of $45,450, but when you add all the equipment on this one, it balloons all the way up to $57,430. So it has a lot of equipment on it. So one QX50 might seem like a better deal, but if that one's a base essential and this is a nearly loaded essential, obviously it might not be that good of a deal. So if you have any questions about Infiniti equipment, you can always ask us. We can pull these very easily since we're an Infiniti retailer. So I'll kind of go over the big ticket features. So the Sentry package is a very big ticket feature for the QX50. It was a $7,500 option package giving you upgraded 20-inch wheels, and I can tell you, those 20-inch wheels really are a big visual improvement over the standard 19s. The standard 19s look good, but those 20 inches really make this thing pop. It really makes it, just really makes the whole vehicle. Then we have this upgraded semi-inline leather appointed seating, heated and cooled front seats, an advanced climate control system that cleans and filters the air, two-way passenger power lumbar, motion activated liftgate, rear side window sunshades, unique cube design LED headlights. You have an advanced front lighting system that will turn into the corners with the steering for better nighttime visibility. You have an enhanced interior ambient lighting system. We have natural maple wood interior trim, ultra suede headliner, metal cargo area finishers, memory driver's seat, mirror and steering wheel, outside mirrors with reverse tilt down function, power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, heated steering wheel, and Bose performance audio system with 16 speakers. That's all comes with the Sentry package for $7,500. Then we have the Pro Assist package. That was $550, giving you backup collision intervention, distance control assist, intelligent cruise control, and rear cross traffic alert. Then we have the Proactive package. That was $2,000, giving you Pro Pilot Assist. So that's your steering assist on the highway. And then you have your adaptive cruise control. So that really makes this a great vehicle for stop and go traffic. With the steering assist, it'll keep you centered in your lane while driving on the highway. But it's just for gentle bends. It's not going to make hairpin corners. So you do have to still pay attention. But these systems do a great job at battling driver fatigue. So we have the intelligent cruise control of the full speed range, blind spot warning, blind spot intervention, lane departure warning, lane departure intervention. So it'll actually steer you back in your lane if you start veering out or if there's someone in your blind spot. Then we have high beam assist, and then we also have a heads up display system. And we also have a direct adaptive steering, which I'll tell you about shortly. Okay, so nice ultra upgraded leather interior. We have the ultra suede, synthetic suede headliner. Heads up display, kind of hard to see on camera, but it projects the speedometer right into the windshield so you don't have to look down off the road. We have a drive mode selector that will make changes to steering, effort, the way the transmission shifts, how high the engine revs. We have a CVT transmission to maximize performance and efficiency. You'll also notice that QX50 has a dual display system. The top screen is for navigation and parking camera. We have that 360 around view camera. You can also change views. The bottom screen is a tablet-like interface for vehicle settings and apps. We have a drive mode selector. You can access it here or you can access it here. You can make changes to the engine and transmission. You can make changes to the steering effort. Oh, let's talk about the direct adaptive steering while we're here. So this has the direct adaptive steering. Infiniti likes to be pioneers of technology. There's a lot of pioneering technology on this. It wasn't the first on this one, but Infiniti actually had one of the first 360 overhead cameras, as well as the adaptive front lighting system. That was another first for Infiniti. Infiniti wasn't the first. I think Lexus, had one of the first ones, but we were also one of the companies to offer an adaptive front lighting system. But now we have the direct adaptive steering. So this is steer by wire. During normal driving conditions, there is no mechanical connection to the front wheels. It's all handled by electric motors and computers. So you can take a lot of control over the steering effort. You can put in standard mode or sport mode, and you can make it like a heavy, fast steering ratio like a race car, or you can put it in standard mode and kind of make it lighter and slower like a luxury car. I like the more aggressive steering ratios. So the reason why we have the directive depth of steering, this is a pathway to fully autonomous vehicles. We're not there yet, but eventually Infiniti wants to do away completely with a steering column. You have a big metal tube going through the firewall. It just makes it more complicated to build a vehicle, but we're not there yet. There is a mechanical backup, so if there is a catastrophic loss of power, a clutch will kick in, and then the mechanical steering rack will activate so you can safely steer the vehicle to the side of the road. But like I said, normal driving conditions, there's no mechanical connections, so you can control the feel of the steering. It also can filter unwanted feedback. If you've ever been blown around the highway by crosswinds, that can cancel that out. Also, if you hit a rut in the road or a pothole that would jerk the wheel, that also won't happen with the direct adaptive steering. So it actually can respond to steering inputs faster than the mechanical steering rack as well. So it's instantaneous, and it really is an amazing system. Some people need to get used to it, but I can tell you a lot of people that have these, and after they come back from leasing an Infiniti for 2 or 3 years, they're like, I have to have the direct adaptive steering. I absolutely love it. So it's something that it feels different than a regular steering system, but I can tell you when you get used to it, a lot of people like it. All right, oh, I lost track. Okay, we have to go over the rest of the stuff here. So we have the steering. Active trace control will help you rotate through the corners by braking the individual wheels. We have active engine braking, so that will just make more aggressive engine braking. So when you take your foot off the gas, the vehicle will slow down a little bit more aggressively without having to use the brakes. 21,970 miles at the time of making this video. Really nice color combination, graphite gray and graphite leather. There are those really nice upgraded 20-inch wheels. I really love the way they look. And even though the QX50 is a compact, it's not too compact on the inside. I'm 6'2". I have a French seat adjuster for my height, and I have plenty of headroom, legroom back here. The second row seats, they slide back and forth. They also recline, not something you always find in 2-row SUVs. Usually it's 3 rows that have reclining and adjustable second row seats. We also have 3-zone climate control, 2-zone in the front and 1 zone in the back. Integrated sunshades. I know those are popular with the little kids in car seats, so they don't get too heated up by the sun and stuff like that. I know my little kids appreciate those. Unfortunately, I don't have the integrated ones. I have the old-fashioned suction cup ones on the window. Power rear liftgate, lots of cargo space, and of course you can fold down the seats for more cargo space. Look at the beautiful lines in the QX50. Really is a gorgeous vehicle. You know, sometimes when you're dealing with these crossover SUVs, it's kind of a boxy cookie cutter design. It's almost like a giant egg on wheels, so sometimes it's hard to make these compact crossovers look good. But I think Infiniti definitely was up to task. It's beautiful, beautiful curvaceous body. The front end styling is very similar to our very sleek and beautiful Q60 coupe. And one of the other firsts for the QX50 is the variable compression turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. This is the first production variable compression engine ever in a production car. Infiniti has been working in this engine technology for 20 years. Finally, it got to the point where it's reliable enough to put in vehicles. But don't worry, it's 2021. We first started getting these 2019 QX50s in 2018, so we've seen these engines with 30, 40, 50,000 miles. They've been reliable, they've been excellent. And the way it works is it can mechanically change the compression ratio on the fly, so it can make small changes to the cylinder height that will make changes to the cylinder volume, and by changing the cylinder volume by small amounts, that affects the compression ratio. So for instance, if you're just cruising along, you don't need all that power, the car can tell, it'll change the compression ratio to a 14:1 compression ratio, which will calibrate the engine to make maximum fuel efficiency. But for instance, you might have that drive mode selector in sport mode, you might be doing some sporty driving, dipping into that throttle. Well, the car can tell, and it will mechanically change the compression ratio quickly to an 8:1 compression ratio, which will maximize output. Maximum output is 268 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. A lot of power for a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It actually makes more torque than the 3.7-liter V6 it replaces. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully we see you soon, and have a wonderful day.